In this week's podcert, I tackle more of East End Toronto hills by bicycle, attempt to make some brioche buns, and dive into my song, Run for Your Life. As I mentioned last week, Toronto has no restrictions on getting a bike on the road, so I thought I'd tackle an even steeper set of hills from the beach back up to my neighborhood. If you're familiar with Toronto, I started on Lee Avenue, zigzagging down Kingston Road to head north on Gulfview Avenue before the last hill on Woodbine. There were some definite moments of huffing and puffing. So if you know the city, live here, throw me some challenges if you have them about steep hills. I will get them covered and throw them on these videos. Since it's barbecue season, I took a stab at making brioche buns for some tasty burgers. Made a starter in a cup of milk, added that to about 4.5 cups of flour, eggs, sugar, salt, mixed everything together for about 8 minutes to form a very wet and sticky dough. I let that rise for about an hour until it could double in size, and then rolled out the buns and baked them for about 20 minutes at 400. And I think they turned out pretty damn great as well. I'd probably rate them a 7 out of 10. Massive thanks to everyone supporting these videos on Patreon. Starting June 5th, the videos will hit the Patreon members a week early before they get released on all these other channels. So check out the link below to see what that's all about. This week I wanted to explore my song, Run for Your Life. It's taken from my second album, Adventure Handbook. Also made a video for this song. Along with Tristan and Andrew as producing team, we rented a Toronto studio with a green screen and went after a one-take bicycle, acoustic guitar, hands passing objects. This in itself was one of the hardest video shoots I've ever been a part of. It was also quite difficult for the producers as well. They shot some additional footage on the highway that we would project on the green screen. It seemed like I was on a bike trip around this world and out of this world. Getting everything to line up was actually quite a nightmare. Also, to cap off, let's just say the specific studio that shall go unnamed 100% revised their confetti policy after this shoot. Turns out removing shiny paper off a green screen is labor intensive and almost impossible. I still feel a bit bad about that one. And I will not be nostalgic, and I will not play young and tragic. Watch buses crawl along city bridges, and I'll ponder every small decision. But I will run to it. I will dive right in. Oh, the world is beautiful and our hearts capable. Days and non-stop flights, I'm constantly fumbling to find the last, and I'm checking pockets like I've lost something. Things you find and later then forgotten. The mornings I rinse with cold clear water, the filth drips down, swims to the gutter. Some days I scrub where that I'll stop bleeding and wash deep enough to cleanse the feeling. So I Thank you so much for watching these, and I will see you next week for another podcert. Cheers!